What do you think? So we're going to be making this air fryer chicken. We're going to pressure cook and air fry in the Ninja Foodi. Stick around. All right, so now that we have the chicken, I've already cleaned it and patted it dry. We're just going to give it a light seasoning because we're going to pressure cook it in the Ninja Foodi first. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of olive oil just so the seasoning will have something to stick to. So we're just going to give that just a light brush. Okay, get over the legs because we're going to air fry it afterwards, and that's going to give it a nice crispy skin, just like as if it was rotisserie. All right, and for seasoning, today I'm using the Trader Joe's Spicy Italian Sprinkle. It's got all kinds of seasoning in it: black pepper, salt, dried garlic, paprika, dried rosemary, cracked fennel, red pepper, cumin, and some cumin seeds. Go lightly on it right now. Okay, I'm going to get inside of it, because we're not going to be able to get to that later. So we're going to get as much as we can in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and season the entire chicken. Again, not too heavy. All right. And I'm going to take some of this butcher's twine here and just kind of tie up the legs so they kind of stay put, more for presentation than anything else. Okay. Just a quick tie here. So now that I've got it tied up, I'm just going to cut off the excess here. We don't need that. I'm going to tuck the wings underneath, just as if I was baking. So we're going to tuck those in. You just want to fold the little wing tips underneath it, like this. All right. Then I'm going to take it, and again, this is a 5-pound chicken. We're going to go right into the air fry basket with it, like that. And it fits perfectly. So I'm going to wash my hands real quick, and we'll get into the liquid that we're going to be using. All right, so hands are all nice and clean right now. So for the liquid, because this is a 6-quart, we're going to need about 2 cups of liquid. I've got a half a cup of white wine. I'm just going to pour that down the side here. That. And a cup and a half of chicken broth or bone broth. So we're going to pour that right down the end here. Okay. Take the pressure cook lid here. I'm going to line up the arrows here and here. Lock it in place like that. Close the vent here. Make sure it's sealed. Turn the power on. And we're going to go to pressure cook on high for 20 minutes. So when we come back, I'll show you how to get to the next step. It's been 20 minutes in the pressure cooker on high. We're just going to flip the vent here. You want to be very careful because the steam's going to be shooting out. So we're just going to flip that switch until the pin goes down. When the pin goes down, we're going to take the top off, and I'll show you what the next step is. The pin has gone down, so it's safe to open. We're just going to turn that and pull it away. And I'm going to put that down here. All right, so now it's obviously not done yet. We've got the next step here, which is going to be the air fryer step. I'm going to pull this basket out just so I can get the liquid out of it. Because I want to air fry it. I don't want the liquid to keep it too wet. I want to be able to dry it out and get a nice crispy skin. So let's pull that out and just put that here on the dish. So as you can see, the broth is actually, it smells awesome. You can make a nice gravy with this. I'm just going to strain it and save it for later for when we make soups or other meals. I'm going to take the chicken and get that back into the Ninja Foodi. All right, so here I've got some buttered ghee. This is just a clarified butter that I'm gonna just wipe all over this chicken here, which smells fantastic, by the way. So we're just gonna get it everywhere. This is gonna help it brown too while it's air frying. Okay, get some on the inside cavity there. Okay, and we're just gonna pour it. Nice. Can't go wrong with all that butter. All right, put that aside. And I'm going to use, again, this spicy Italian style sprinkle from Trader Joe's. So we're just going to get more flavoring on that. It's basically like a rub. So we're going to get a little bit extra in there. We've already seasoned the inside of the cavity prior to the pressure cooking. All right. I'm just going to use the brush to kind of press it in so it doesn't fly and it stays put. Let's try a couple more spots here. So it's already up to temperature. So this is already reading, so we're not going to need this. It's a good sign. 20 minutes pressure cook, 5-pound chicken was good enough if you want it at this point. So we're going to get a nice crisp on it now. I'm going to close the air crisp lid. Turn the power on, go to air crisp, 400 degrees. We're going to go about, we'll start 10 minutes. About 10 minutes, we'll take a look at it, make sure we're not burning the skin. It's already at temperature, so it's ready to go. All we want to do is get a nice crisp on the skin. So I'll bring you back when that comes out, and we'll see what it looks like. So I gave it 15 minutes for it to really get as much crisp on that skin as I could get. Obviously, it's not going to crisp up like you would on a rotisserie or if you put it in the oven right from the get-go, because we had all that steam, all that pressure cooking in there. But it's going to be super moist. So let's take a look at it. I mean, oh, this smells awesome. Looks great. So I'm going to attempt to pull it out of there now. Get some tongs and a fork. Okay, so I'm going to scoop it right in there. Pull it right out like this. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And I threw the giblets in there anyway just to let them cook. We're going to take care of those later. Make a little sauce out of it, a little gravy. So I'm going to let this cool for a few minutes just so I can cut into it and not burn myself. And then we'll give it a good taste, and I'll let you know how it turned out. So I let this cool for about 5 to 7 minutes, just enough to kind of reabsorb all the juices. So let's carve it and see what's going on here. See how well we did. So I'm just going to get into the leg part here just to see what we did. Looks fantastic here. And just going to slice a piece of the breast here. Oh, look at that, huh? Look how juicy that looks. You get that buttery flavor from the ghee. The ghee, really good. This Italian, spicy Italian, gives it a little bit of a kick. It's got that red crushed pepper in it. Really good. Got the flavor of the broth that comes through with the wine. Really good. A little hint of that wine in the background. Awesome. This chicken meat falls right off the bone. I mean, I can just break it apart by hand. I mean, this is great. I mean, look at that. The bone just comes right out. Beautiful. So I'm going to sit down and have dinner. Hope you enjoyed this quick recipe for a whole chicken in the Ninja Foodi, pressure cooked and air fried. Give me some thumbs up, some shares if you enjoyed it. Let me know your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.